Hi, it's Josiah William Green, and we are going to talk about one of the most explosive stories to come out of the Lawrence Police Department in years, in my opinion, in years. Many of you probably read the article that was in the Eagle Tribune, and the headline is Lawrence Police Captain on Paid Leave After Incident at Dominicanissimo Event. Now, that's not what was explosive. Many of us have come to expect a certain amount of corruption, and it's cyclical almost that we see headlines in the newspapers pointing out the misconduct of police officers. That's not what is explosive at all. As you read the article, you will see that more words were quoted by Lawrence Patrolmen's Union President, Detective Paul McMillan, than any other individual interviewed with regard to the story. And what he said, and the fact that he interjected himself into this investigation, because we'll call it that now, sort of baffles me. One, he is the president of the Lawrence Patrolmen's Union. The captain that's mentioned in this event, in this incident, is not a dues-paying member of McMillan's union. So how is this at all important to McMillan? And what is his proper place to even make an official statement to the Lawrence Eagle Tribune regarding personnel issues within the police department and then overall governed by the city of Lawrence and the mayor's office? So where is it that he is authorized to speak in an official capacity regarding something that is going on internally at the department for someone that's not a dues-paying member? So in my opinion, this is well outside the scope of his authority, and he waded in, and what he did just blew my mind. So as McMillan attempts to defend his friend, this captain, he is quoted in the Eagle Tribune as pointing to the misconduct of others as some sort of justification, or rationale as to why there should be, this isn't a big deal. Whatever happened with the captain, just forget about it. It's not a big deal. Why don't you look over there, right? Forget about this investigation with the captain. I don't even know what his conduct was, but it doesn't matter. Look over here at these bad guys. There's an open investigation, criminal investigation, into the potential criminal conduct of other LPD officers. Now, that is an explosive disclosure. Why? Why is that explosive? Well, first of all, for years, there's been rumors. Oh, there's an investigation into this cop or this group of cops or into the police department in general with no specified target. And I don't know, you kind of take them all with a grain of salt. Nothing ever comes of them. No one ever gets in trouble. So it's kind of like, yeah, big deal. There's an investigation going on. We've all heard the rumors. But we've never had a disclosure like this coming from a union president, a detective within the police department, basically outing an investigation and confirming that there is an official criminal investigation into members of the Lawrence Police Department. Now, who would those officers be? We don't know, but we kind of want to know now, because there were rumors as to who some of those potential people could have been. And the streets talk. There's some things that you can't hide. But McMillan further said there was a separate investigation underway from an, quote, outside state agency looking into potential criminal activity of some members of the department. McMillan goes on to say that DePena was notified of the allegations but didn't place anyone on administrative leave. It's interesting. It's absolutely interesting. I mean, someone needs to grab Detective McMillan and ask him, really ask him if it was worth it to potentially compromise an investigation into, a criminal investigation into members of the department. I mean, he's a detective. He conducts investigations. How would he feel if in the middle of one of his clandestine operations, or just a general investigation, someone outed that he was looking into them? How would he feel about that? I want to know how the mayor feels about that, how the chief feels about that. As a matter of fact, I want to know how the rest of the body of the Lawrence Patrolman Union feels about that. I'm really curious about that one, because they're in the middle of negotiations, contract negotiations. This is a bad look. I honestly don't know what McMillan was thinking. This is a really bad look, because what is the potential fallout from this? You're outing an investigation, number one. Number two, you're way outside the scope of your authority and your role and function as a patrolman's union president. And you're giving official statements about city and department business without the proper authorization. Unless you have the proper authorization and the chief co-signed on that, well then, you know what? More power to you. I'm wrong, and I'll own that. But something doesn't sit right, because I don't know why the chief would co-sign on you speaking on that issue in defense of the captain, who's not even a dues-paying member of McMillan's union. You know, and I'm just using common sense, some basic logic here. You're in the middle of negotiations with the mayor, with this city hall administration, contract negotiations. This is the worst time to wade into something that's way over your head. I can only imagine, and now that I put this video up, I'm sure eventually someone will confirm what the city's attitude is towards the Patrolmen's Union right now. And perhaps not exclusively the Patrolmen's Union, but on a personal level with McMillan. Josue William Green, God bless you, God bless the cops, God bless the crooks. And I'm waiting to see how all this plays out. I'm waiting to see who's under investigation. And if this is just smoke and rumors, but we know it's not. And we have Detective Paul McMillan to thank for that. Josue William Green, enjoy your day.